Hello everyone, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new World of Tanks preview video. And today we are going to have a look at more changes to the free maps we already had some changes to. We got once again Cliff, Proko and Ruinberg, so I'm excited to show you those changes. Well, you all probably know already we did had a video about this already, and again Wargaming dove deeper into those changes. I'm not going to look at those changes again because we already discussed them and it was pretty, there were a lot of changes. So if you want to see the full video, just click on the iCard up there, which will lead you to this video. However, this is Cliff. Those were the changes which we had before. So now let's jump into what we are going to have now, and you can see Wargaming did indeed add more changes to him, most notably being number 13, which you're going to have a look at in just a minute. But now let's start from the beginning with number 3. So this is how it all looked before, and Wargaming decided to revamp it completely. You can see that now we are suddenly having two completely different positioned houses, with the last one being also slightly differently positioned, which will help you actually side scrape. Here you have a perfect TD position. Look at this one right here, which wasn't here before. Well, you could say you could have used this one right here, but let's be honest, this one is so much better because you have it much easier to get back into cover. Also, one thing you will notice is that this part right here was changed as well, and this is something we're going to have a look at right now at number 4. Now, this is how it looked like before, and you can see that Wargaming decided to pull it way back and, well, open up those bushes. This is actually very interesting. It allows you to spot the people a little bit earlier from here and actually have it much easier to shoot at them compared to here, where you have to go all the way over here to shoot like this, while here you can all the way stay like here and have a much better firing angle like this. So this is a very interesting change. I personally think that this change will have the biggest impact in competitive gaming. You might don't think it like this, but I personally really like Cliff as a competitive esports, or rather clan wars game. Clan Wars map. It's very fun. It is very unique because you can either camp, you can do the youuuu rush down here, you can do a rush over above, you can play it slow with artillery. I think even though Cliff is so interesting, like it is a very interesting map to play, so I think that those changes right here will benefit a lot the team down here. Now, there was also some minor changes at the position number 5. You can see right here that Wargaming decided to extend this thing right here and add the tree over here rather than over here, because they were kind of useless-ish right here. You could drive like this and put it down to use it as camouflage, but it was very hard. It's very interesting to see that Wargaming decided to extend this boulder or rock formation so much, because I think it will allow you to shoot much better onto the camper positions. However, Wargaming did make more changes to the number 6 position. You could see that now this little rock formation here is in the way, and this is very flat. You can see it's just like one of those curves like you can see on my microphone right here. It's smooth. But now with the changes you can see that the terrain is getting lifted upwards. So now we have a ditch right here, while we have a little hilly area right here, which will allow you to be much safer driving up here and doing some shots over here, but also trying to stay hull down right here. As you can see, the tree definitely moves, but people will still have to peek much further right here. I would have wished to have like the camera being more to the right to have a straight view down to see what exactly the boulder changes right here made, but well, we didn't got that one. What we did, however, got after this position right here, we got a change to the 7th position. And it's a minor one, but I think it's a very important one. Because Wargaming decided to move this rock around 50 meters towards here, as you can see right here. It's a very decent change, and Wargaming also decided to remove this rock right here, as you can see. They did understand that rocks in bushes aren't a feature, they are annoyance. So yeah, what does this rock basically mean? It allows you to be much more comfortable over here, have a lot more cover from there, because this rock over here you had to drive all the way down to be here, to be useful. But now you can see, now it will be much more useful. It will allow heavies even to side script down here, or even mediums much more efficiently before then going back up into this position over here and do some fun down there. Yeah. There were also some minor changes down here. You can see mostly about the rock formations and not really, and the added move right here, this added road right here. But it's not that much, I think. Yes, you can see that the rock formation over here was moved as well, but it's not really that much. Like, I don't really see the changes here that much, except for this smoother road right here, which is kind of having the same period thing right here. Now the last big change is 13. 13 is this rock position right here, and you can see Wargaming completely revamped it and added a whole new cliff to it, giving the map obviously its unique name. I'm very interested to see how this cliff position will help people attacking. Will it be kind of like, will it kind of mirror what we have here? How effective will it be? Because it looks like it's a long way up there, which you can get shot at from here and from here. And obviously, how much cover is it going to give you from the people which are camping all the way in this direction? This shot, however, is so much more interesting because look at what Wargaming did. They did remove one house here and a lot of bushes. So basically this position up here is most likely going to be very effective when you use this little boulder to shoot over those people camping there, and you will be able to spot them because again, look at this, how many bushes here are. There are bushes, there's a huge tree, there are bushes, and now especially the huge tree is all gone, and the house is as well. So this is a very interesting change, and it will kind of like mirror what we have on the other side, where people were able to spot you rather easily. However, that's everything we had for Cliff. Now let's go to Proko, where Wargaming previously just changed the hill area, and now we have some more changes to the number 2 area. But first, let's have a look at number 1 and see what Wargaming once again did here. The most notable thing is you can see Wargaming didn't make the terrain smooth anymore. They did make it a lot more hilly, and this allows the people to have a much better and more secure position up here from the snipers down here, like the snipers which are usually in this position right here, because usually can very easily shoot up here and have some free shots onto those people. But it's always, it's always quite easy to shoot them, and this is why I think Wargaming decided to make this position much more hilly and much more safe also. And I think a lot of people will could in theory like underestimate this. This like ditch will also help people which are going like beady, like Skillful L2 would say, down here, and try to use this bush and be safe here. I'm not entirely sure how much it will help from the people down here, but it looks like from the shaping of this ditch that it could theoretically help a lot. The number 2 position, not much changes except for making the wetlands a little bit deeper. I don't really know what exactly, I do know what exactly the point is of this change. It is so scouts and maybe even some hold down heavies have it a lot easier, because most of the time this position down here was simply not deep enough to be used as an effective hold down position. Will be interesting if people start using it a lot more with tanks like Chieftain or Super Conqueror in competitive gameplay. But also, what will EBRs do on this map with this position added to them? I look forward to it. I really look forward to it. Again, I have a little bit more competitive in my mind than randoms, especially when it's just such a minor change. But yeah, Wargaming also apparently did listen. I'm not sure if I should pat myself on the back or Wargaming is actually watching my videos, because Wargaming did changes to Ruinberg once more. Previously, all the things were in the city, and this car right here, which a lot of people said, thank God it's gone because it's so annoying. But Wargaming actually mirrored kind of the position right here, and they made some changes to the number 9 position up here. So let's have a look at the big ones down here, because they are very, very interesting, because usually we all knew that the side down here had such a huge advantage. You know, you have this hold down position, you have this hold down position, which is allowing you to spot the people over here. You have this position, you have this position, you have this position. Like, again, this side down here is tremendously strong. So Wargaming decided to mirror it roughly with positions right here which are hold down, some positions right here which are hold down, a position which is here hold down, and now we have this part right here, which is kind of mirroring what we had before. Look at this huge opening. So now you can in theory try to go in here, and this is like impressively interesting. It allows you to not only contest what is down here or over here without getting like farmed for free, because usually you just had to stay here and get farmed by this person right here, which had to hold down in this little position. Now you can actually hide behind here. You even have a ditch right here. Like, sure, this position doesn't allow you to shoot up here because there is no space to shoot through, at least from this angle. And when we look at the minimap yet again, you can see there is no real position you could shoot through. But that is so interesting. It looks like you have to, however, drive like this and not like this, because it looks like this is a little bit too steep. Now, this is an incredible important counter position for those people right here, which try to YOLO in here. So you have to go piri piri, go in here, be here, stay hold down, and make pew pew shots over here. This is very, very cool in my opinion. It shows really that this position could be very, very strong and then a huge counter to the moves on here. And the most important thing is, if you have this position, you can go like this and do pew 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 up here, and you can go like this and go pew 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 down there. As you can see, there is a hold down spot. One thing I still have issues with Ruinberg is I am a little bit scared Wargaming is making it too much of a hold down HE spam map. It is already a city map, so it is already inclined to do so, but it looks very much like it's going to be a lot of, you know, a lot of hold down shenanigans anyway. Nevertheless, I really do like this change they did. So let's have a look at the last change of today. The change on, well, number 9 position. The biggest change obviously will be that Wargaming decided to remove those gutters. Clearly, it's such saddening. Like, F in the chat, boys, that they removed the gutters yet again. I think it's just a little bug, which they did. But look at that. Wargaming decided to actually try and balance this position. Not only did they make this boulder, this rock, a lot smaller, they also added rubble over here. So why is this important? Those are like just 2 or 3 meters, but those 2 or 3 meters not only give you like if you move your scout or your medium tank in here, you're untouchable. You're literally untouchable. You have proxy spot everything which is behind this house, and people have to drive all the way around here to shoot at you, and they can get shot at by your TDs, which are in the position down here. Again, you can just drive in here, and they have to drive all the way in here, all the way, and can get shot through this gap, can get shot through this gap. It's a very, 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 very strong position. Again, it mirrors this position right here, which is already strong, but this one is even better because it allows you to make pew, pew shots into number 6 and positions down here. And it allows you to proxy spot everybody which is here, so people can do pew, pew up here and give you a shite ton of spawning damage. So it makes sense to not only flatten the curve right here to make it a less of a hold down position for tanks like youuuu, tanks like T-54, etc. But it also allowed them to remove this position where you can stay completely safe without getting any spots in. So those are the changes which we had today, which were again Cliff, Prokhorovka, and Ruinberg. I'm very excited for the very excited for the Ruinberg and the Cliff changes. Proko sounds interesting, but there wasn't much else. I will be very interested to see when exactly we are going to get those changes. But yeah, now it's your time to shine. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about those changes. Do you think I did a good job? Then if so, then let me know with a thumbs up and with a subscription if you're new to the channel. If you think I can do anything new or better, then well, I'm always open for feedback. Again, I have ears, I like to listen, and I read every single comment you are sending me. As always, thank you so much for your attention, and I hope you have a great day and stay safe. Again, like Wargaming just did right here, flatten the curve. Cheers guys, have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching.